One major area of advancement that we're already seeing in the architecture department right here at Carnegie Mellon has to do with smart buildings and building envelope management. There are incredible technologies being born in robotics now that do things like make the porosity of the building's envelope change over time. So it can breathe or not breathe, depending on the humidity, depending on mold, depending on wind outside and temperature, of course. But we know we can control infrared reflectance of windows. We can control the porosity of the walls. And we can control point-by-point HVAC systems inside of a building. Instead of one big on-off, they have many, many more knobs and dials that you can twist and turn. You take all that and combine it, and what you can do is create an efficiency level that was just impossible to have predicted just a few years ago, just 3 or 4 years ago. And right now it's on the research table, but I can see that that's gonna become prime time. And that's really interesting because that means the overall energetics consumption of a city is gonna go down. We know that verticalization and urbanization is the path to the future. I mean, that's how we're gonna live as a humanity. I think, I've forgotten the exact number, but something like 55% of people within 10 years will live in urban areas across the world. So there's a mass migration from rural to urban, but that mass migration helps us actually be able to do things like manage wetlands, manage farms, and manage land in such a way that we reduce carbon and pack people in ways that are more efficient. But we need to have healthy buildings in which to do that. And this new kind of direction, I think, gives us the opportunity to do that. That's all robotics and AI, because it's all about predictive management. It's about learning the behaviors of people in the building and then accommodating them so that it knows I come to my office at 8:30 after I drop my kids off, and it's going to have the right temperature in my building at 8:30 when I come into my office. That's all coming, and it's going to be changing the way we live. I think that's one really neat way to think about AI and robotics changing our day-to-day activities.